To my online class. How are you today? Hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty. Today, this is also a grammar class, students. Of course, as usual, I would like to introduce myself first. I am M. J. Abdul Sabur, head teacher, Shumulbaria Secondary School, Shodor, Shatkhira. Dear learners, you know, in our last class, we discussed about some of the rules of right form of verbs. Today, we will also discuss about some of the rules. Last week, in our last class, the rules that were discussed were 5 in number, and the last one was an important rule. It was when any sentence having some words or phrases like you heard, yet, lately, already, recently, just now, etc., then the sentence will be formed as present perfect tense. But today we will discuss number 6 rule. The rule is the students at first look at the poster page. Here the rules have been written. You may write down the rules in your notebook. The rule number 6 here. When any sentence having contained have, has, had, then the principal verb of the sentence should be formed as its first participle form. Dear students, please look at the poster attentively again. When any sentence having contained have, has, had, then the principal verb of the sentence should be formed as its past participle form. অর্থাৎ যখন কোনো সেন্টেন্সে হ্যাভ, হ্যাজ, হ্যাড ইত্যাদি থাকে তখন সেই সেন্টেন্সের ভার্বটা পাস্ট পার্টিসিপল ফর্ম হয় সচরাচর। লাইক দিস সেন্টেন্স, he has do the work. Dear students, in this sentence, the sentence has this kind of word, has. And if any sentence having contained have, has, we know the sentence would be formed as present perfect tense. That is, the structural form of the sentence should be like this: subject plus has plus past personal form of verb. You know, the present perfect tense, you know, the structural form of present perfect tense is subject plus has and then past personal form of verbs. Here, verb do. So, the verb is performed as its past participle form, done, D-O-N-E, done. The verb. So, the correct sentence is, he has done the work. Number 2. We make him captain. We make him captain. Here, verb make. So the correct form of the sentence is, we have made him captain. Your verb is made, and the correct form of the sentence to be formed as subject plus have plus past participle form of this verb made. We know the past participle form of make is made. M-A-D-E, made. We have made him captain. Students, then I am writing another sentence. Complete the course. I have completed the course before I applied for the post. The verb complete, implied verb complete. The students, the instruction form here, we see subject plus had. Attention please, here also mentioned had, had. Then the past participle form would be formed as complete and past participle completed. Then the sentence goes to be, I have completed. I had completed the course before I applied applied for the post. Students, attention please. I had completed. Here, complete is to be formed as past person form completed. So the sentence should be formed as I had completed the course before I applied for the post. Because if any sentence, if the structure form of a sentence like subject plus had, then principal verb, then the sentence should be a past perfect tense. And we know the structural form of past perfect tense is subject plus had plus past person form of principal verb. Here the principal verb complete, the past person form is completed. So the sentence is I had completed the course before I applied for the post. Dear student, now we shall go to the next rule. The next rule number 7. Any sentence containing for or since when indicates that the work is still going on for a long time or from a fixed time, then the sentence should be formed as present perfect continuous tense. Student, তাহলে কি দাঁড়ালো? যখন কোনো সেন্টেন্সে ফর বা সিন্স থাকে এবং কোনো একটা কাজ দীর্ঘ সময় যাবৎ চলছে এরূপ অর্থ প্রকাশ করে, কিংবা কোনো কাজ নির্দিষ্ট সময় থেকে শুরু করে চলছে এরকম বোঝায়, তখন সেই সেন্টেন্সটা হবে প্রেজেন্ট পারফেক্ট কন্টিনিউয়াস টেন্স। And as you know, the structural form of present perfect tense is subject plus have been or has been plus verb plus ing plus object extension. Like this sentence, they lived here for a long time. They are hard to live. Attention please, students. Here the word for or since is mentioned in this poster, in this row. So, if any sentence contains for or since, and when it indicates that the work is still going on for a long time or from a fixed time, then the sentence will be formed as present perfect continuous tense. And as you know, the structural form of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus have been or has been. Subject here they. They always follows have been, they have been, verb live plus ing, living, living. They have been living here for a long time. Similarly, next sentence, he read in this school since since 2016. Here the sentence indicates that he reads in the school from 2016. 2016 সাল থেকে সে এই স্কুলে অধ্যয়ন করিতেছে। So this sentence is to be formed as present perfect continuous tense like this. He has been reading, reading in this school since 2016. Dear students, attention please. Any sentence containing for or since. Here, look at the board. For, since. Here the sentence contains since. Here the sentence contains for. And the sentence indicates that the work has been going on from a fixed time or for a long time. So the sentence will be formed as present perfect continuous tense. And as we know, the structural form of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus have been, has been plus have plus ing, verb সাথে ing যোগ, and then extension. So the sentence, the correct sentence is he has been reading in the school since 2016. This is present perfect continuous tense. And we will go another rule. Number 8. Look at the poster again. Step. When a sentence has any of the past indicative words or phrases like yesterday, ago, long since, last year, last month, last week, last night, in the past, in those days, etc. Then the sentence goes to be formed as past indefinite tense. Again, look at the poster. When a sentence has any of the past indicative words, যখন কোনো সেন্টেন্সে এই যে শব্দ বা ফ্রেজগুলো যেগুলো অতীত নির্দেশক এই শব্দগুলোর কোনো একটা যখন থাকবে, এইগুলো থেকে এগুলো কি yesterday, ago, long since, last year, last month, last week, last night, in the past, in those days, etc. Then the sentence goes to be formed as past indefinite. তখন সেন্টেন্সটা past indefinite. And you know the structural form of past indefinite is subject plus past form of verb and then object or extension. Like this sentence, come home yesterday. 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 Here, come is principal verb, and the past indicative word is yesterday. গতকাল সে গতকাল বাড়ি এসেছে। Incorrect verb. So, if we correct the sentence, then the sentence will be formed as he. The past personal form of come is came. Came. Home. Yesterday. 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 Your honors, you know the past personal form of come is came, and the past indicative tense, the structural form of past indicative tense is subject plus past form of principal verb. Past form come. The past form of come is came. So the structure of this sentence is he came home yesterday. Number 2, he leave home last night. Last night. Look at the board, please. Students, your leave is incorrect verb, as the sentence is past indicative tense. Your past indicative word is last night. গত রাতে সে গত রাতে বাড়ি ত্যাগ করেছে। গত রাত, this is past. Last night. Last night indicates that the sentence is past indicative tense. So the structural form would be he. Hello. The past form of leave is left. Left home last night. Students, have you understood the fact he leave home last night is incorrect? গত রাতে তিনি বাড়ি ত্যাগ করেছেন। As last night is here past indicative or past indicative phrase, so the sentence will be formed as past indicative tense, and the verb leave. The past participle form of this verb is left. Left. Subject plus past form of leave, left, plus object extension. He left home last night. There are another sentence. We see him long ago. That's when that long ago is also a past indicative phrase. You also can do here. Long ago, here we see him long ago. Long ago is also a past indicative phrase. It means আমরা যদি বাংলায় বলি যে আমরা তাকে অনেক পূর্বে দেখেছিলাম, লং এগো, অনেকদিন পূর্বে দেখেছিলাম। এটা অতীতকাল, সাধারণ অতীত। So the sentence should be formed as past indefinite tense, and the structural form of past indefinite tense is subject plus past form of verb. See here, verb, and its past form is saw. Yes, saw. We saw him long ago. Students, I think you have understood the three rules. Today we have discussed these three rules, number 6, 7 and 8. I think you have understood this, and you should try and exercise more and more if you have the thorough idea about using the right form of verb. And you know, without having the ideas of right form of verb, you cannot write sentences, you cannot make sentences correctly or rightly. Dear learners, now this is time for the home task, and you have home task is here, the inside of the poster. Look at the poster again and write down the home task in your notebook. Please write down home task number 8. She has not learned the lesson today. Bracket learn. She has not learned the lesson today. Bracket learn. Number B. They had reached school before the bell rang. They had reached school before the bell rang. Number C. The boy played cricket since morning. The boy played cricket since morning. Play bracket. Number D. We do the work for a week. We do the work for a week. Bracket 2. Number E. My father bought a precious car last month. My father buy a precious car last month. Bracket bar. Number F. In those days, people be nomad. In those days, people be nomad. Bracket B. Number G. He left the room 10 minutes ago. He left the room 10 minutes ago. Bracket late. So these are the incorrect sentences, and you should correct the sentences using right form of verbs given brackets. So students, try it again and again to learn the grammatical item, to have the ideas. Well, if you want to write correct sentences or if you want to have the ideas about using right form of verbs, you have to practice again and again. And today, our lesson has come to end. Okay, students, try to stay at home and study attentively for yourself and for the society, and keep yourself safe. Thank you. See you again.